am here to lead you through a slow flow yoga. Just wanted to make sure everything was up and running on my live stream. So welcome to Slow Flow. Glad that you're here, and you can just, ask me any questions that you have, want, need. Today we're going to just have some fun, and I want to encourage you to just go at your pace, worry about you only, right? This is your time, and your time is precious, so I want to honor that. So let's get started, shall we? You're going to start at the top of your mat. I've got mine positioned this way. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. I'm trying out this new gadget that kind of follows me, so we'll see how that goes. I'm still trying to get used to it. But I want you to just kind of root your feet down into your mat on all sides. And so we're going to start in a standing position, mountain pose. Knees, you always want them to be a little bit soft. So we never want to lock out our knees, all right? We want to protect the area around our knees. So we do that by keeping our knees just a little bit soft. Lifting up your toes, all 10 toes. So if I step back, you'll be able to see. My toes are up. And then press down into your toes. All 10 toes should be making contact with the floor, with the mat, with the earth. And I want you to press into your big toe even more. And I want you to just see if you can feel the sensation of that kind of igniting the muscles in your legs and taking some of the strain off of your knees. So just see if you notice that. You may not, okay? It's fine either way. Just a helpful hint to kind of protect your knees a little bit. So knees should be feet should be underneath your knees. Knees underneath your hips. Hips underneath your shoulders. Shoulders underneath your ears. And the way you get your ears over your shoulders is just by pressing this back. So this class is for every level, okay? So don't feel like you are disqualified if you need to modify. All right, you are welcome here. But I want you right now to just kind of root down into the ground, into the earth, and soften those knees. Again, knees will track over your feet, okay? And then just take your hands to your low back and just gently press down. If you just take your fingers and just gently press, you kind of want to soften your sacrum down so that you create space back here, yeah? And then if your ears are over your shoulders, that creates space in your neck. So I want you to just go to your breath. Begin to draw those shoulders back and down. Go to your breath. You can close your eyes. You can soften your gaze. You don't have to close your eyes. But I want you to just acknowledge your breath, notice it, not trying to change it, just noticing it, all right? If you want to, if it helps, you can keep your hands at heart center. You can also put a hand, I like to put a hand here and here, so I can kind of feel my breath as it fills up. We're not changing it just yet. We're just noticing it. So you may not feel it down in your belly yet. But just going to your breath. Again, you can close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. It's up to you. This is your practice. Okay, so just going to that breath. And rooting down. So finding that alignment. You root down in order to rise up. Okay? So softening that sacrum down. Again, sometimes it helps to close your eyes. Again, you don't have to, but sometimes it helps with alignment because then you can kind of visualize it. Yeah? And then you can visualize yourself rising up like a tree. And then I like to say that we then spread out so that we can be useful for others, right? Because that's why we're here. It's not always about us. Right now it's about us. But then after we leave our yoga mat, guess what? It might be about other people. Yeah? So just begin to notice your breath. Soften those shoulders down and away from your ears. They don't go in your ears, friends. All right? Carrying them up here doesn't feel good. It's also not good for your body. So draw them down and back. And just begin to deepen that breath. So just now I want you to begin to feel the inhalation in your belly as it fills up. And then your exhale, you should kind of feel your belly head towards the back side of your body. And then just continue with that good breath. Good. Just check your body, starting from the toes on up and to the crown of your head. See if there's any tightness anywhere, any pain. If you have any of that stiffness, pay attention to that. Take care of that. Don't focus completely on that, but just notice. All right? Good. Continuing on with that good yoga breath. As you continue to deepen that breath, I want you to continue to open up those shoulders. You can even take your hands down by your side and turn your thumbs to the back of your mat, and that will kind of draw those shoulders down and back where they belong. So just continuing on with that breath, all right? You can go ahead now, take a nice inhale. On your exhale, just take your chin to your chest. Nothing else changes. Sacrum is still softened down. Knees are still soft. Toes are pointing forward. And right now you should be able to see your toes. So make sure they're pointing forward. Heels pointing backwards. Okay? And now I want you to just kind of roll your head over towards the right and bring it back to center. And just roll it to the right and bring it back to center. Just over to the right. So we're just doing a quarter of a circle. Breathe into that. Try to stay tall in your body. Just a quarter circle. That's all I'm asking. And now go ahead and do the same thing over to the left. You may feel some tightness in your neck. That's normal. You may hear some things moving around. Also normal. If you feel any pain anywhere, then obviously pull back out of this, all right? And now I want you to just keep it over towards the left side. So ear to shoulder. See how I'm doing that? Shoulders not in ears though. Yeah, good. Everything else stays the same. Take your chin to your chest, take it over to the other side. Staying tall in your body. So when I say to soften this down, your sacrum down, that doesn't mean to stick it out like that. That just means to soften down. Okay, open up that back space a little bit. We don't want to force our hips forward. Now go ahead and just turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Continuing to draw those shoulders back and down. And then on your next breath, inhale through center, go ahead and take it the other way. Breathing into that. Continuing to breathe deeply. And then bring it back to center. Go back to your breath. Ears go back to over shoulders, go back to that breath. Again, check in with your body. It's always good to check in. Make sure everything is doing okay. Go ahead and just take your right shoulder up. And just, can you see the difference with me? And then down, and then left shoulder, and down, right, left. So just notice the difference between the right and the left. One more each side, keep breathing. Now we're going to do both. Take them up, and now take them forward, so that. Some of us walk around like that. Some of us, when we're working, we're like that, right? It's not healthy for our bodies. And then just take them back on the back side of the body. So you see the difference? And so take them forward, and then roll them back. Breathing into that. Just trying to loosen up those joints. And then just make circles in your shoulders. It feels so good. So what this does is it lubricates our shoulders. Yeah? And we want to do that, all right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that so that the parts of our body that, if we are stagnant, don't move around enough, start to stiffen up, we want to make sure that we move them so that that doesn't happen to us. And then go ahead and take it the other way. Continuing with your breath. Good. And then take a nice inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale. Go ahead, bring those hands to heart center right here. Go back to your breath. Good job. Okay, so we're going to try something fun. I do this in my in-person classes when they happen, which hopefully will be sometime soon. And so we're going to begin to round forward. I want you to think of one of those roll-top desks. And we're going to start with the heaviest part of our body, which is our noggin, it's our head. We're going to start there, so we're going to roll that. And then we're going to roll our shoulders. So vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to let gravity pull you down. Let your head hang heavy. Let your hands hang heavy. Until you're all the way down. Knees are soft. And then you're just going to reverse it. Knees soft, nice and slow, taking your time with this, all right? So head, shoulders, we'll do this a few more times. Bringing everything to an upright position when you come back up, going to that proper alignment last time. This time we're going to stay here for a few breaths and just kind of gently rock side to side. You can grab your elbows with your opposite hands, press your forehead into your forearms, and just rock side to side. Just again, kind of loosening things up, letting gravity kind of do its thing. Breathe into that. And then let those hands hang heavy. Bend the knees. Come on up. Shoulders go to the back side of your body. Oh, how'd that feel, you guys? Did that feel good? Felt great for me. It feels great to kind of get some stretch right here, right? At least for me, that's kind of where I have some issues. So for me, that's a great stretch. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a nice inhale. Hands are going to clasp at the top. So right here, soften that sacrum down, knees soft. Just getting a nice reach, really reach. So shoulders stay out of the ears though. Good. And you can even take it a little bit back if you want to, keeping that sacrum nice and aligned. Bringing it back to center. You can even bring the hands together this way if you want. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, just fold in and over to the right. Now, shoulders stay stacked. You can gaze up or down. If this bothers your back, soften the right knee. Bend it just a little bit, and that should take some of the stress off of that. Lift, go the other way. Same thing. Honoring your body, taking care of your body. Breathing into that. Lifting up, take a nice inhale, lift up that heart space, that's this area right here. Your hands are going to come behind you and clasp right here. And just gently press. So my elbows may look like they're locked out, but they're not. So soft elbows, just like knees. Same thing. We need to protect those, all right? Soften that sacrum down, go back to that alignment, open up that heart space. And breathe into that. Good. You're going to take a nice inhale. Open up that heart space. On your exhale, you're going to dive forward, fold forward into a forward fold. Knees soft. You can let your hands come to the front. Inhale, go ahead and take your hands to your shins. Flatten that back out. On your exhale, go ahead and fold forward. On your next breath, go ahead and bend your right knee. So bending that right knee, you're going to take your right hand over to the left foot. Left arm is going to go high. You're going to kind of melt your right side body towards your right knee. Press into all sides of your feet so that you still have that alignment and that rootedness. Breathe into that. This is a deep, deep hip stretch, but it's one of my favorites. Inhale through center. Take those hands to those shins again. Flatten that back out, and then exhale, take it the other way. Same thing, so you're melting your left side body towards your left leg. Press your feet on all sides into your mat. Right arm goes up. You can also take it behind you if you want. Stacking those shoulders as much as possible. And then bringing it back to center. Soften the knees slowly. Come on up. Take a nice inhale at the top. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Good. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Go to your breath. Knees soft. Toes pointing forward. Sacrum soften down. Go into your breath. Always going back to your breath, okay? If there's something for you that you're not comfortable doing, which is perfectly okay, go to your breath, because if you're breathing, you're doing yoga, all right? So don't feel like you have to do everything full out or even at all. You can always go back to a mountain pose. You can go to, if we're on the ground, you can go to a child's pose or a downward dog, whatever is available for you, okay? So go ahead and take that right foot and dig that heel out. I'm gonna step back so you can see me. And so you can stick your hip out here. You're just going to kind of take an inhale, and then you're going to exhale and kind of fold over that right leg. So knee is soft even though my foot is flexed. Knee is still soft. You can soften it as much as you want to or need to. And then slowly come on up, put that foot down. Come on up, go ahead and switch. So taking the other leg. Taking an inhale. You're going to exhale, leading with that heart space. You can pop this hip out if you want. You'll get a little bit of a stretch right here, which is nice. And you're going to exhale, fold over that left leg. Now you may notice a difference from one side to the other. I'm a little bit more flexible on the other side, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's just anatomy, or it just may be today. And then come on up out of that. Good. All right. So we're going to do standing cat-cows. That'll kind of help us for those of us that have wrist problems. And then we can go ahead and do some flow stuff. All right? I like to move really slow. So get ready to kind of just hang out in your poses. And I'm not going to apologize, because I think for me, it's what my body likes. And I know that I've heard from others who their body prefers it as well. So slow flow is not easy. So like I said, we're going to do standing cat-cow. So basically we're gonna get all the benefits that we would if we were on our hands and knees without hurting our wrists or our knees. All right, so we're gonna take an inhale. I'm gonna turn a little bit this way. We're gonna inhale and lift, kind of really reach, so you can kind of arch that back a little bit. And then on your exhale, you're gonna take your hands into your back space and you're gonna really round. Inhale, lift, and you wanna bend the knees when you do that. And exhale, round. Toes are still pointing forward, pressing into all sides of your feet. And just let your breath guide you. So inhale when you get tall, exhale when you get small, okay? Knees should track over your feet. Let's do a few more of these. One more, and then we're gonna hang out with our back rounded. You can interlace your fingers and press. And this should feel really great on your spine. And then slowly come on up and exhale. Good. All right, so coming to the top of our mat, we're going to take a nice inhale. We're going to exhale, we're going to dive forward. So imagine diving off a cliff. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way in. Press into all sides of your feet. Inhale, go ahead and take that left leg up and just flex and point that foot. You can roll the toes. Roll it the other way. And same thing with your hip. You can roll your whole leg so it lubricates that hip joint, and take it the other way. And then you're going to take it to the back of your mat at a crescent position. All right? So you're on your toes on that back foot. Come on up. Where did you go, camera? Hello? I am over here. You guys are getting a scenic route right now. I guess because I went upside down. Hello? Here we are. Hi! Hello! That was fun. And then from there, you're just going to come right up to that crescent lunge. Not sure where you guys went to, but I was right here. Breathe into that. And then on your next breath, you're going to turn that back foot out into a warrior two position. You may need to readjust, which is totally fine. Knee is at a right angle here. Shoulders, I'm going to open out a little bit more. Back arm should be in line with your back leg. Okay? And shoulders should be over hips. And this knee should be over the middle of your foot. So just breathe into that. Soften that sacrum down. This is where I exhale out because I'm working up some heat. So if you're in a place where you can do that, go for it. On your next breath, you're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to soften down even deeper into that warrior two. I know. I know, I know. changing nothing in your bottom body. You're going to inhale forward. Exhale, take it back to a reverse warrior. Shoulders stay out of the ears. You can gaze up or down, either way. It's up to you. But nothing changes in your bottom body. On your next inhale, go ahead and straighten that front leg and press back. Should feel really nice on your side body. Take a nice inhale forward, and you're going to take that front hand towards the mat or your leg. You can take it to your leg, and then your other hand is going to go high. Okay? Oh, there goes the camera again. I'm right here. Hello. I think it's because it's supposed to be focused on my face, and when my face moves, whoop, leg is straight. So there. Working out the kinks here. Again, you can gaze up or down. Thank you for grace on this. And now on your next breath, you're going to revolve this. So you're going to take your other hand to the mat, spin that other foot around, back foot around, and you're going to take your other hand high. So right hand is going to go high. You guys may be getting another tour right now. Not sure. So taking that hand to the mat, framing that foot, you're going to go ahead and bend the front knee. Take the back knee to the mat gently. So you should be not directly on the kneecap, but the top of above the kneecap. And take your toes from here to here. Now come on up to a nice high runner's lunge. Now you can see that my hip is in front of my knee. And just press up. Soften that sacrum down. So rather than dumping into the front leg, you're still engaging the sacrum down and the abdominals pulled up. Drop those shoulders down. Nice. Good. So now, go ahead, take your hands to the mat, and you're going to gently just take it back. Again, knee soft. You should be getting a nice stretch on the right leg. If anything hurts, then obviously come out of it. You can also keep this knee, well, it should be soft, but you can bend it as much as you want or need to. So now, coming back forward, framing that right foot, you're going to flip your back foot. So flip those toes. Front foot's going to go meet the back. You're in a high plank position here. Okay? You can even go to a modified plank. Shoulders over elbows, over hands. Tuck those elbows in, soften that sacrum down. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, go all the way down. Inhale, take those hands forward and press up. So my hands are in front of me and I'm in a Sphinx pose. Again, you want to soften that sacrum down. So pressing down so that your abdominal muscles draw up and back, and begin to open up that heart space and lift your head. Now this should not hurt your low back, all right? If it does, then I want you to think about softening that sacrum down, or you can come out of it if necessary, okay? Honoring your body. And then go ahead and lower down. Take those hands back to underneath the shoulders. Tuck those elbows in. Flip the toes. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, press up. Go ahead and take it all the way back to a downward facing dog. And just alternate bending one knee and then the other. Take your time with this. Breathe into it. Good. Should be stretching out your calf muscles. Just be careful. Take your time here. So come high on those toes. Take a gaze forward. Bring your shoulders a little bit forward. And then bring your feet to your hands. Fold in. Kind of loosen things up a little bit. Soften the knees. Come on up. Reverse swan dive. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring those hands to heart center right here. Good job. Okay. How's everybody doing? You guys doing all right? I am tired, you guys. This is not easy. All right, so soften the knees. Go ahead and just go back to your breath and find your alignment, all right? That's super important. Alignment matters. And I want you to check in with yourself. So starting at where you're rooted, so your feet, rooting in, go ahead and just work your way up your body, see how you're doing. Check in with yourself. All right? Honoring your body is super important. You have to just take care of it where it is today. All right? Tomorrow's another day. So just go to your breath. Consider this your little rest period. Actually, just finding that alignment, that good alignment, super important. Breath, super important. Feeling rooted, feeling that sense of rootedness and connectedness, also super important. So, we are going to take a nice inhale high. We're going to exhale and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go ahead and fold down. So now taking your right leg up, you're going to bend that knee. You can flex and point the toes and roll the foot. Roll it the other way. And then same thing for the whole leg, just kind of loosening up that hip joint. Taking it the other way. And then taking that foot to the back of your mat at a crescent lunge. Okay, so you're at a crescent lunge, toes are up. Actually, you're on your toes, not toes are up, heel is up. All right, shoulders on the back side of your body. Sacrum is softened down, and from there you're going to press up to that crescent lunge. Okay? Good. Hang out here. And then when when you're ready, you can go ahead and go to warrior two. And again, you may need to adjust, and that's perfectly okay. I'm going to adjust a little bit. So my knee is over my foot. I can see my big toe on the inside. Sacrum soften down, shoulders on the back side of the body. Okay? Shoulders over hips. And I'm going to pull my right hand back in line with that right foot. Good. Breathe into it. Just breathe. Try to settle in here. You know, it's not easy. All right, so taking a nice inhale. On your exhale, you're going to soften down even more. Whew. Did you guys feel that? If you need to straighten that leg, straighten the leg, go back in. Nothing wrong with that. All right, you have to honor your body. Pull that hand back a little bit. On your next inhale, you're going to inhale forward. Change nothing in your bottom body. Take that arm back. Shoulders go to the back side of your body and away from your ears. You can gaze up at the hand or down at the ground, either way. Breathe into that. Sacrum is softened down. Good. Take a nice inhale and straighten out that leg. Sacrum is softened down. Press back. Getting a nice side body stretch. Good. Take a nice inhale forward. You're going to reach forward. You're going to take your left hand towards the mat or towards your leg, wherever you can take it. And your right arm is going to go high. Again, you guys might get a tour here. I'm not sure. Knee is soft. On your next breath, go ahead and take your right hand to the mat. Spin your right foot around. Open out that left side, so you're revolving it. You can gaze up or down. Leg, for the most part, is straight but not locked. And then taking that left hand to the mat, you're going to take your right knee gently towards the mat. Remember, it's the top, it's above your knee that you want to be on the mat, not directly on your kneecap. And then you're going to press up. Shoulders drop down. Sacrum drops down. Breathe into that. And you should be in a lunge, so your hip on the right should be in front of your right knee. Okay? And your left knee should be tracking over your left foot. Breathing into that. Good. Taking both hands to the mat. You're going to just gently take it back. Oh yeah. Be gentle here. Yeah? Knee is soft. If you need to come out of that and then go back in, do that. Honoring your body. Breathing into it. You're going to frame that foot. You're going to flip the toes on the back. Take the front foot to meet the back. Come to a push-up pose, modified push-up pose, whatever is available to you. You're going to soften that sacrum down, tuck those elbows in, take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lower down. Inhale, come up to an upward facing dog. Take it back to a downward facing dog. Really press into the heels of those hands. You can walk out your feet if you want to. Breathe into that. Good. So taking that right leg high, you're going to bring it through into a nice cobra pose. Okay? So with cobra, let me grab a block here. You can use a block. You don't need to use a block. But with cobra, you want to have one leg long behind you and the other leg. The goal is to get at a right angle, but you have to start somewhere, right? Shoulders drop to the backside, sacrum is softened down. Sometimes I like to take a block and just stick it under the corner of my butt cheek, but usually not. I also like to press into, so like right now I've got my right butt cheek up. I'm going to press into my right hand. And I'm going to go down on my left elbow. And what that does is that draws that hip, that forces that hip. Force is probably too strong a word because you never want to force anything, but it keeps the hip elevated. And then when I'm ready, I will fold all the way down. So when you're ready, you can fold in, okay? Again, honoring your body. This is a deep, deep, deep hip stretch. If you know me, you know that this is my favorite, and I can pretty much stay here all day. Maybe not on this side. But we're going to hang out here for a few breaths. So get settled. Try to rest into this pose. Try to relax the muscles that you're stretching right now, that are being used right now. And just breathe into that. This is where mind and spirit work into yoga, work into the body part of yoga, because it takes your mind and your spirit to hang out here. But you guys are strong, you can do it. A few more breaths. And then gently lower that hip to the mat. You're going to take your other leg, so your left leg is going to come across now. And you're going to take your shin to your knee, knee to shin on this side. You can't see it because I'm like black on black here. Actually, it's very on black. You can stick a block under your knee if you want to. not necessary. Root in through those sit bones. Now, if this is unavailable for you, you can go to simple seated, or you can have one leg long. Remember, this is your yoga, yeah? So you have to honor your body where it is. And today may be different than tomorrow, which may be different than yesterday, right? So just go to a place of rest here. Try to rest your mind in this. When you're ready, you're going to inhale and leading with your heart space. Your heart space should be nice and open now. You're going to fold forward if you want. Now, if this is where you're comfortable, hang out here. Don't go any further. Heck, if this is where you're comfortable, hang out here, right? You have to do you. Honor yourself. Give yourself grace. Grace and space has been my motto this entire virus through all of this. So just stretch forward. I like to take my time getting there and then take my time being here as well. So just breathing into that. Try to elongate that spine with each breath. Go ahead and slowly walk it up. Good job, you guys. So now you're going to gently take your left leg to the mat, okay? And then you're going to take your right leg long behind you. So hips should be square to the mat. My camera almost wanted to go on a trip. And again, if you want to, you can stick a block under here. That's perfectly okay. But I'm going to press into my right arm, my left arm, and I'm going to go down on my right elbow. And that, for me, allows me to keep that butt cheek, if I can say that, on Facebook, off of my mat. I know it's hard to see. I always tell myself to wear contrasting colors, and then I don't. So, need to get better at that. I just look like I blend in with the room. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and fold completely in. If and when you're ready, right? You may be comfortable right where you're at. So again, I like to hang out in poses and let it grow. Some of our best growth happens in the deepest moments. That's true for life. That's true for everything, you guys. Some of the deepest, hardest moments, we can come out on the other side much stronger. So just breathe into that. And then slowly come on up, taking that left hip to the mat gently, bringing the right leg around. Again, shin to knee, knee to shin. Okay, camera, woo-hoo, over here. Hello, it wants to go on a trip again. Wants to see what's going on outside. So we're doing, there you go. No, I'm right here. There you go. Gotta work out the kinks here. So right leg, right shin over left knee, right knee over left shin. Shin to knee, knee to shin. Okay? Root down, shoulders on the back side. And just find the calm right here. All right? And then when you're ready, you can fold forward. And again, it's up to you. This may be your comfort zone. If you can go farther, go for it, right? Honor your body. So trying to lengthen my spine with each breath. I'm going to encourage you to do the same. Just breathing into that. And then slowly coming up. Oh my goodness. Unwinding those legs gently. Taking those legs wide. And you can just take them side to side. Just rock them out a little bit. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and lower all the way down to your mat. Bring those knees in and just rock side to side. You can make circles on the ceiling with your legs. Go the other way. And then if you want to, you can take one more stretch. And then relax. Or if there's anything else that you want to do, this is your time to do it. You can do side body stretches. Whatever your body needs, right? So hang out in Shavasana for as long as you want to. Again, if there's anything else that you feel that you still need in your body will tell you. So listen to it. Go ahead and hang out on your mat. Rest. That's what Shavasana is rest. So get that rest. When you're ready, roll to one side and then sit up. This is where I leave you. Thank you for joining me today for Slow Flow. If you have not had enough of me, in 1 hour from now at 5:30, I will be at Connecticut Point Park in Warwick teaching there at the park. So, but again, rest. Enjoy your Shavasana. Thank you for letting me lead you. Again, my name is Stacy. God bless you. This is where I say namaste to you. And I will see you again soon. Tomorrow is chair yoga at 12:15 through the Leon Mathau Senior Center and Blue Cross Blue Shield. So that's at 12:15 tomorrow. So God bless. Have a great afternoon, evening. Bye.